there, YouTubes. This is Renetto coming to you at about 2:15 a.m. early in the Monday morning. I'm here in front of Zephyr Park where I walked for at least an hour today. It's back in there, but it's really dark back in there. I thought the walk around the lake would be lit up like the street is, and I was really wanting to revisit this place for this video blog. I was walking around and around today trying to formulate, kind of an update, check-in, and I was working through the whole thing in my mind. I kind of have to like make the video blog in my head before I can record it. I'm like, yeah, I think I want to talk about this. I think I want to talk about that. So when I get back home from this walk, which is meant to calm me down, I am going to make a long form video blog about it. And it'll be posted tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Yeah. I want to say this, and I kind of have to like process it for a little while. And then all of a sudden I feel like, oh yeah. If I just turn on the camera, like, has to be kind of like all there before I turn on the camera. It's extemporaneous. There's no notes or anything. It's just, I've kind of thought it through before the camera turns on. So I'm thinking the Monday video blog through. I'm walking in circles and I'm not in a good headspace. I'm not very happy. I'm definitely starting to feel that angst that I used to carry with me all the time before marijuana. Just looking at the world with a much more critical eye, looking at everybody and every conversation with a more critical eye, looking at myself with a more critical eye. Yeah, very edgy. Fuck, I don't like it. Yesterday was a really hard day for me. The hardest so far. And I just, I've fallen completely off the pink cloud. And I actually, when I smoked pot, I did not remember any of my dreams. I have not had a dream in years that I know about. Unless I stop smoking pot, it takes usually about 3 or 4 days, which hasn't happened very often, but it has happened a few times because I was still drinking alcohol and smoking cigarettes and things, just didn't smoke weed for a few days. And when that fog lifted and cleared out of my head, I would start waking up, out of a dream, just like a lot of people do. You just wake up and there's a little dream there, and then it kind of fades away as you wake up, and it seems fairly normal. But not for me, not when I smoke weed. It's just like, it's the best sleep ever. For me, just smoke a little bit, get happy, a little giggly, a little tired, fall asleep, just wake up fresh. And raring and ready to go, feeling really rested, and well, that's what marijuana does for me. But today, I just like a half an hour ago, I woke up. I just like in a night terror, and today when I went walking and I came home, I think it was right around 7 o'clock when my video posted. I got this, what feels like serious bout of depression. Like it was like I was so tired at 7 o'clock. And I had, slept good the night before. I'd slept until like 10 a.m. because I went to bed at 4:30. And so there's no way in the world I should be tired at 7 o'clock. And today, well, not today because today's early Monday morning, but Sunday, about 7 o'clock, I was just crashing. And I knew what was happening. I was like, man, I hope I don't crash too hard. I hope I can come back out of this. I hope I don't stop posting videos. I keep telling you guys how easy this is, and I'm making it look easy. I don't feel like it's going to be hard not to smoke or drink or whatever, because that's like just a choice I can make. But the feelings about it have changed a lot. So yeah, I felt super heavy, super tired, just like I was drunk. I could not keep my eyes open, and thankfully I don't have a schedule, or I'm not letting anybody down, or I didn't have someplace I had to be, and I could just close my eyes and fall asleep. And that's exactly what I did around 7:30 today. I just passed out. And then probably for the last 45 minutes of my sleep, which was like I woke up probably, if it's 2:30, I probably woke up around 1:30, 1:45 a.m. and I was just in this loop in a dream, and I was it was all about, it wasn't Julia, it wasn't a person in the dream that I can remember. It was just the feeling of being in a relationship and not being able to connect, and feeling lost and feeling helpless and feeling disconnected. And it was just really like, I was just like, like, it was just that feeling that permeated my whole life in that dream of just not being enough, and not being, and letting everyone around me down. And it was just, it was too real. It woke me up. And so I figured I would take a walk and tell you what happened before that, which was after I walked around the park today and kind of played a video through my mind that I wanted to make. I started walking home from doing laps around the park. And while I was walking home, I opened up the camera, I hit record, and I shot 25 or 30-minute video blog. And right as I was getting home, I walk in the house, and what I was saying was so dark and like just sad, and I kept looking into the camera, and I'm like, I can't post this vlog. I can't. This is not inspiring. This isn't interesting. This is just like watching somebody flail around. I was naming names. I was telling you guys all about the different situations that I feel like is triggering this, which includes some really difficult interactions with people that I really love. Just everybody and everything is irritating the living shit out of me. And I'm getting sideways with people that I love. I'm having this feeling of like, I don't give a fuck. Leave me the fuck alone if that's how you feel. I'm edgy. I'm angry. Not quite emotional yet. I'm like, I'll feel like it's coming on as I'm talking. But I haven't felt emotional, like in that way that kind of takes over me sometimes, tearfully. It's like it pushes against me, and then it kind of goes away. And really, that emotional stuff that I do is completely uncontrollable. It's I never know why it happens when it happens. I can just be very, and it just happens. That's all I'm saying. It's like it's happened, but that's not what happened. It's just literally, it's all angry, confused, and doesn't feel like my normal self. So I made this 25 or 30-minute video blog, and you guys have to know by now, it like hurt my heart not to be able to post it or share it, to be that dark, and to think, well, I can't actually share my truth. It's too dumb. Why do I feel weird? There's a cop driving by right now. I mean, I'm not doing anything wrong, but it is 2:30 in the morning. And there's nobody out here, and it is a little weird. It doesn't look like, I mean, whatever. I'll probably turn around and head back that way towards the house. This is kind of the center. Actually, I'm going to keep, no, I don't know if it's lit up enough, I'll keep walking. I'll show you guys like the historic old town part of Zephyrhills. This is my favorite restaurant in Zephyrhills. It's called the Village Inn. I'll show it to you. I'll spin around backwards and show it to you. It's a chain. Like, I don't know if they're all over America. I'm not sure. But I love the Village Inn. I'm going to have to make a breakfast video blog from there. I love the people that work there. They know me. They know my friends. It looks very dated and kind of 70s in there. And I don't know, I just love the aesthetics. I love the food. I love the consistency. I love that they bring out one of these little, what's it called? When they bring out the little coffee, thing, and you can pour your own the whole time. Like what they would walk around with, do the refills, they just bring it out and set it down next to you. And so I just sip on a bunch of coffee and watch YouTube videos and read articles, and maybe like once every 2 weeks I'll treat myself and come to breakfast here. I need to make you guys a video blog from that. And let me just show you this. I am using my front facing camera so I can see what's going on, and I'm probably not even looking into the camera because I'm just looking at the screen. But yeah, so I record this vlog, and the way you guys know me, to not be able to post that, it like almost hurt my heart. Because I just think there's a value in showing you all sides of what I'm going through. So when I'm up and I'm happy and everything's great, I like for you to know that. But when I'm down, it's kind of important that you understand the balance of it all. So check this out. Isn't this a cute little downtown? Well, you can't tell yet. I mean, every little town has a historic downtown part. You can't really appreciate it from here. But anyway, I'll walk down here and turn around and start walking back to the house. I love living in Zephyrhills. I can't wait to show you my dad's community, that 55 and older community. I didn't realize such nice communities were available. My dad says that the average house in there is $150,000, but that's not what they pay. They paid a lot less for their house, and I couldn't believe for like $110,000 or something that you can live essentially on a golf course. You can, here's the cop car again, son of a bitch. They must be bored tonight. They had to turn around just to see what I was up to. I knew that was going to happen. I mean, if he wants to be in my video blog, just pull on over, partner. He literally is, what in the hell? Huh. Are they going to wait for me to walk down there past them? This is so weird. Maybe not. Maybe they're... Okay. I'm just going to turn around. They have chased me down. I'm going to head back towards the house. I find it comical. Anyway. I'm sure they've got other business to do. Oh yeah, there's some screaming going on. We might as well go see what's up. Let's go see what's up. But yeah, it kind of hurt my heart that I wasn't able to really share everything that I was going through. But it was just too dark. So I turned the video off. It's kind of lit down here. Oh, because I see, it's getting close to 2 o'clock in the morning and the bar is closing. That's what's going on. This is the life I used to live not every night, but quite often. Okay, never mind. That's Main Street Billiards. Right here is Main Street Ink Tattoos, Zephyrhills Brewery. You got about everything you need for a fun little town. Probably the old movie theater. Look at this. All empty. Nothing in there but boxes and... Aw, wouldn't this be fun to rehab this place? We ain't got a hot girl, but we can make your girl hot. I guess there used to be a barber shop here. I don't know what that's about. Here you go. Here's our pool hall. Main Street Billiards. Wonder who that person's talking to. Hopefully they're not yelling at me. And again, why would I even care one way or another? So yep, try to make a video blog, and I'm essentially shit talking everybody. Angry, angry, angry. Alcohol is crazy that they let people drink until 2 o'clock in the morning, completely fucked up out of their minds, and then they all pour out, jump in cars, and go home. But nobody's drinking and driving? Are you serious?
What you recording for, bro?
Huh?
What you recording for?
I'm making a video blog. Oh, were you yelling at me when you were going, yo?
Yeah.
Oh, can I?
I don't want to be in there. No, I don't.
Why not?
I like being in videos, man. I'm from California, so it's
All right, well, it's all good, bro. I guess he was yelling at me. Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable. I'm hoping with all of the technology that helps us drive without our hands and autopilot, you would think they're going to be able to make sure that we can't drive while we're drinking or drunk. Yeah, that's what a reminder. What a shit show. I went out on Saturday night, speaking of bars, just to see if I could go to, I got an invitation from a friend. She said, you want to go dancing? And I've done this, many times with her. Of course, there's drinking and drugging involved, but on this night, she says to me, hey, do you want to go to a bar tonight with a sober group of friends? Because she has also stopped drinking. And I said, yes. But in my mind, I'm like, what in the hell am I going to do at a bar if we're not drinking? I don't understand. I'm thinking, oh, if I'm not drinking and I'm not smoking and I'm not partying, I can't have any fun anymore. I got to stay in my house all the time. I said, well, that's no way to live. You have to be able to figure this shit out. And I'm like the kind of pull the Band-Aid off kind of guy. So I accept the invitation, and I go to a bar Saturday night, and the first 3 quarters was a good experience. And I was like, oh, this is awesome, because when you first get to a bar, nobody's drunk yet. But the later I was there, as everybody in the bar was going up, 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 I could feel myself going down, down, down. Here's the cops again. I guess they have to kind of circle around the bar areas. So maybe I was just in their way. They weren't actually following me around. But you do feel, it is weird at night. The world is so different at night. Like literally, if you could just flip a switch and the lights turned on, everybody be driving around, honking their horns, having a good time. But because it's dark, the whole world has to shut down because it's dark. It's not really dark, it's light. if we just turn one on. It's light. If the sun wasn't being blocked by the earth, if it wasn't on the other side of the earth, like it's still, nothing really changes except for the light, the source of light, the way we have light. So I don't understand why the world doesn't kind of work 24/7, because we could just turn on lights but we all sleep. I don't know, it's just a weird night. I have always loved the night. It's so quiet. But anyway, I know I'm rambling a bit. I'm trying to actually calm down and not, and I am going to finish my story about the bar, and I'll probably end this vlog. But I go out to the bar on Saturday night with a group of friends, and they said they were all going to be sober, which means not drinking. And by the way, in the sober community, smoking weed is very permissible. I know people in AA that haven't touched, a drink in years, but they don't think anything about carrying around a vape pen and smoking because, apparently that's just not something that triggers them, and they can do that. I don't think I can be one of those people. I think marijuana is my gateway drug. When I'm smoking that, everything else just comes with it, unfortunately. So at the bar, even my friend who invited me, who knew exactly like what I'm going through, that's why she said, do you want to hang out with some sober friends tonight? Even she said, hey, we're going to go outside and smoke. I'm not trying to tempt you or anything. When someone says they're not trying to tempt you or anything, that means they're getting ready to tempt you. But if you want to come out with us, I'm like, no, I don't actually. That might have been when things started feeling a little awkward for me. And I don't blame her or them. She was just probably being polite. That's what we've done quite a few times together. So it's not, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying it was a realization. Number one is a realization that I can do this. I can say no. And I was having fun, but the more high they all got, the people I was with, the more I just didn't want to be there, because I wanted to get high with them. And so it kind of definitely put something between us. And then I dipped out of the bar before they left, and I was just like, nah. And then that's when things got even worse, because now it's late at night. I've left a bar. I didn't drink. I kind of proved to myself that I could go there and not drink and not smoke. Because I don't want to live a sheltered life and hide from everybody. It's I have to figure this out. I'd rather have relapsed and know I can't go to a bar than to not go and wonder if I'm strong enough to just live, a normal, fun, happy, celebratory life without all of the drugs and alcohol to accompany, that. But the bar just happened to be, and I'd never been to the bar. It's a bar called Skipper's in Tampa, and it's about 35 minutes away from here. And it was an amazing bar. I might even show you, I have the time tonight. I might edit some clips in of some things just to give you a little taste of what I've been talking about all along in this video. I got dance lessons from, well, hell, her name's Judy. You guys are going to meet her on eventually. She's a friend, and we hang out ever so often. But she loves to dance, and her tango dance teacher was with her, Kirk. And I asked Kirk if he would dance with me and give me some dance lessons. So he did. Maybe I'll show you guys a clip of that. My love is so true. I was fumbling all over the place, but it was fun. My love is so true. Oh, yeah. But the bar happened to be about 8 minutes away from Julia's house, my ex, and we broke up, like I told you guys last week, and was a hard, bad, fuck you, don't contact me ever again kind of breakup. I think the best way to characterize our relationship is that I told her this whole polyamorous thing was an experiment for me, and I was going to see if it was possible, because I haven't had a lot of luck just being in a long-term relationship. But maybe if I just kind of like loosened up the reins a little bit, let everybody do what they want to do. Like, I don't know. I have friends who are polyamorous. They make it sound easy and look fun, until most of the time, you know, they don't make it look easy and fun. They make it look complicated and stupid. But for some reason, I still wanted to try it. But Julia and I's breakup was awful, and I hate being out of sorts with somebody. I hate having any of the cloud. I just want to make peace, like, with everybody all the time. And we did not have a peaceful separation, and that is like driving me crazy. And I just want to go, hey, Julia. So she invites me to this bar called Skipper's. When I Google it, find it, I realize it's on Barris Avenue, which is literally right down the road. It's the exit I would get off to go see Julia for the last 6 months, you know, 3 times a week. And God, the whole time I'm sitting at the bar, I'm like, when I leave the bar, am I gonna go over to Julia's house and like, come on, Julia, like, let's knock this shit off. We've already blocked each other, all this dumb shit, so childish. And just, you know, Julia, man, let's just talk. Let's at least make friends. Let's hug it out and just, like, we don't have to date, but essentially, Julia I was not able to show up for her in a polyamorous way, and she obviously wasn't able to show up in a, I couldn't be what she wanted, what I said I wanted. Well, I said it was an experiment, but I couldn't be it. I couldn't do it. She did everything she said she was going to do, exactly the way she said she was going to do it. So I couldn't be what I needed to be for her, and she doesn't want to be what I need from her. She didn't want to be when I met her. She didn't want to be when we broke up. She's doing her. I'm the one that changed and tried to do something different, and it didn't work for me. It doesn't mean we got like to be mean to each other and hate each other and be mad about it, because I don't hate her at all. But man, she was pissed at me on Sunday night for things that I said and struggles I was having and the way I was handling myself. Like, she was really, really mad and hurt and told me to fuck off. So that's eating me alive. It's probably what my dream was about. I don't know if it was her in my dream, but when I woke up, I felt like it was her. So I'm wrestling with this terrible breakup and no way to comfort myself. No way to comfort myself except to get out and take a walk. So I guess in conclusion, a couple days ago, I'm making this look easy. Today, maybe I'm making it look too hard. And let's just say that it's probably somewhere in the middle, but worth it. But very worth it. So what am I going to do next? Say the morning manifest. Why not at 2 o'clock in the morning? So I can and I will focus on my desire to live the life that I've imagined. I can and I will stay close to this desire by reminding myself of it every day and night. No one can stop me but me taking on all that responsibility and stepping out of victimhood is a very powerful step. no thing can stop me until tomorrow, because our circumstances should not determine our actions. It's about 11:15 on a Saturday night. I accepted an invitation from my friend Judy to basically meet her and her friends, and they were out dancing at this bar called Skipper's, and I'd never been there. And I go to bars and go dancing quite often, but I'm always tipsy and smoking weed and all of that. So I wasn't sure if it was a good idea, not because I was worried about like doing, like breaking my 30-day commitment to myself, but I was afraid it would be super dull and I wouldn't have any fun, and I'd be like, oh man, if I can't get high or drunk, then like I can't go to bars, I can't dance, I can't hang out with people. And I'm like, well, I guess tonight would be a good time to find out. The band was still playing, everybody was still there, but I decided to step out as the night was getting longer. I have been trying to get to bed earlier, but that's not really working out, but I'm gonna try because I like getting up early. But so anyway, I dipped out and I'm heading home. But I wanted to kind of capture my first impressions of like how I feel, because I want to vlog more about it later. But it was pretty good. The party I was with was pretty sober, actually. No one at our table was drinking, but there was some pot smoking, and I did get invited out to do that, and I passed. And coming in and out of the bar, the smell of weed and cigarettes and stuff was so strong. It's probably the first time I've been really around it, and I spent a lot of time outside of bars where people smoke, and it's like a fun social environment. Everybody's with their party inside, but when you go outside, you're just a bunch of individuals standing there next to each other, and you get to talking, and it's actually a pretty social thing. It's always been part of my social interaction at bars is the smoking section, Anyway, so like I could smell the nicotine, I could smell the weed. I was, I'm normally, by the time I'm going home, I'm a little tipsy and feeling good, and I can go right to bed or whatever. And now it's just like, So it wasn't a disaster, it's all good, but it does feel a tad bit dull. And that's it. That's my first impressions. But I had a good night. I had a lot of fun. My friend's Judy, and then I think Judy took some video of a guy named Kirk trying to teach me how to dance. He's like a dancer, a professional dancer or something. So if Judy sends that to me, then I'll include that video with this, and I'll stick it in the middle of a video blog that I'll probably post on Monday. Yeah, that's it for now. Only have to believe it's possible, just for today.